Well, at the Press Enterprise, I'm Louis Amestoy, and we have Dwayne Gang here. And some breaking news out of Banning. The city council race there has taken a little bit of an interesting turn, Dwayne. It was a highly contentious race to begin with, a big field of candidates challenging the two incumbents who ended up winning the race. But now two candidates are saying, maybe not so fast.
Right. Late yesterday, two of the candidates, one in particular, Lyndon Taylor, who came in fourth in the race for 2 seats, requested a recount. Now, Registrar of Voters officials are working on processing that, and they'll begin the recount on Monday.
Right. Now, they said that a lot of people said they were uncomfortable with the results or how things were counted. Was that because of the registrar's slowness, or was that because of things going on in Banning itself?
Well, of course, we have the whole controversy over the firing of former Registrar of Voters Barbara Dunmore. She was fired not so much over any of issues about the integrity of the vote count, but over the timely posting of results. Okay. Although a computer glitch was cited by one of the candidates as a reason for the recount. Now, there's also some new news on the recount front. Unlike past years, the recount effort is going to cost a lot more. As you know, candidates have to bear the costs of the recount. And in the past, it only cost about $400 a day for the recount. Now that is going up significantly. The registrar's office says the estimate, and this is the maximum estimate for, say, a large city such as Riverside, would be $6,000 the first day to process the recount, pull the ballots from the warehouse, retrieve them, do all the paperwork, plus then $800 a day for these recount boards, which then oversee the actual counting of the ballots.
The candidate pays that? I'm going to clarify. The candidate pays that, or does the city pay that?
The candidate has to foot that bill.
Wow, okay.
But in Banning's case, a smaller city with fewer votes cast, that figure is not going to be $6,000.
Right.
Acting Registrar of Voters Rebecca Spencer told me today that that's the maximum amount for, say, a large city such as Riverside or Temecula. But a smaller city with fewer votes counted, such as Banning, the actual amount's going to be a lot less.
They had about 10 to 11,000
about 13,000 ballots counted. Now, what the plan is she will provide an actual cost amount, an actual bill, by this coming Friday to the candidate, so the candidate can get the money in hand by the time the recount starts on Monday.
Now, for Taylor and Miller, it's probably a smart move considering the fact they had a pretty significant war chest built up for this race. They had got quite a bit of money from developers.
Yeah, you know, what's interesting about the cost, even though these two candidates are both wanting the recount, only one of them is kind of like the person of record, the candidate of record for asking for the recount, and that's Lyndon Taylor.
Right.
They both came into the registrar's office yesterday and were told, okay, only one of you is the person of record for this recount. If for some reason Lyndon Taylor runs out of money or can't afford it or discontinues it before it's completed, then the other candidate could step up and pay for the rest of it. Or they could arrange some kind of private agreement between the two of them to foot the bill of the recount.
All right, we'll keep you informed about what's going on with this race as well, and a lot more going on with the registrar as we see what happens with that down the road here. For Dwayne Gang, I'm Louis Amestoy with PE.com.